Alright, here is the third video where we're going to add the text. Alright, I've chosen Arial Black because it's a nice heavy text. I'm going to create a text box here. Alright. And what I want you to do is write me a brief description of what you learned. I enjoyed this project because I learned some of the basic tools in Photoshop. Alright, do my little spell check, checking spelling, everything seems to be alright. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on here. Now, you might, before we do that, talk about letter spacing. When I first did this part of the project, my letter spacing was 0. And see how tight that is in between each one of those characters? Well, what I want to do is I want to expand that because I'm going to do something to it. So I want to push it all the way up to 100. Alright? And you'll see why that's critical here in just a second. So I'm going to go back to my layers. I want to be able to see my layers. I'm going to double click on this. Come on. Alright. I'm going to do my bevel and emboss. I like the pillow emboss. We'll play around with some of the settings to get it to where I like it. Okay. And now, again, if you want to play around with it a little bit more and make this look more realistic to you, alright, because that's might need a little bit more spacing, so I'm going to look at my characters, window, characters, maybe change that spacing to 150. Okay, all right, and it gives it that kind of maybe that the lettering was stamped into the metal. And then that will be saved, file, save as, make sure you know where you're saving it to. Alright. I'm going to call this portfolio example. I'm going to go ahead and save it as a JPEG. And most of you should know now how to upload a JPEG into your portfolio.